Hey everybody, Kevin Tushka here from your Kickapoo Tribal Health Center Health Promotion and Disease Prevention Department, and 2021 is here. Last year was intense and severe for many people, but for some of you guys, you're still wanting to press on forward with a New Year's resolution, and for many, that New Year's resolution is to become a little bit more fit. And we're going to talk about some questions that you might have. Okay, for some of you guys who don't know me, I've been a personal trainer for about 10 years. I've been in the fitness industry for about 15 as a trainer and as a competitor. And I've come across some amazing people, all of them different, but some of the questions are actually the same. So when I got a call from my friend with some of those questions, I asked him to give me another call and we'd make this a little bit more interactive. So I'm gonna take his call here. You're gonna be able to see it up here. I'm gonna look back and forth.
Hey everybody out there, can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Kevin, can you hear me?
Yep.
Anyway, I'm Sammy the Skunk. You may remember me from last year's virtual health fair. I was the comic relief because let's face it, it needed it. Well, anyway, I'm also a boxcar racer, a recycling enthusiast, and a Scentsy sales representative. So hit me up if you need some Scentsy.
Don't do that.
Anyway, I'm gonna start off with question 1. Actually, I have all the questions, so you're gonna see me a little bit this evening or morning, however it is.
All right, go ahead.
So number 1, Kevin, if I exercise, I can eat whatever I want, correct?
Not exactly, Sam. When we work out, our bodies increase the demand for nutrients and energy, but it doesn't mean we can lock down a whole buffet because we did arms that morning. We'd like everybody to have a healthy relationship with food, not calling foods just good or bad, but thinking about how much and how often and how necessary for high calorie foods.
I likes that.
So try not to get into just restrictive diets, but be a little bit more flexible, especially with foods that are relevant to your culture and your lifestyle.
Okay, cool. How much, how often, how necessary? I like that. Number 2, do I need to join a gym to get fit?
No, not to get fit. There's some great resources at a gym, but it's not exactly necessary. You can build a great performance and a great physique at home with home equipment or no equipment. It just depends on your consistency and your commitment.
Yeah, because there's a lot of distractions, if you will, at home. Like every mirror I come across. That's a beautiful looking skunk there. Well, okay. So number 3, should I focus on just cardio to lose weight before I start putting on the muscle mass?
Firstly, we don't advocate just doing something that's positive cardio and stopping to start weight training because both can benefit from each other. Aerobic activity or cardio is commonly used for fat burning, but it uses a different energy source than weight training does.
Okay, so what do you mean different energy sources?
Okay, so what I mean from that is the aerobic activity is a little more oxygen dependent and the weight training is a little bit more blood sugar dependent. So both can benefit from doing each other.
I like it. So let's go to number 4. How much should I be exercising?
Okay, there's a lot of debate on this, but it's been proven that 150 minutes a week it's been proven to help prevent certain diseases. But if you're a complete beginner,
like me,
yeah, I would focus on something manageable and sustainable, like 15 minutes 3 times a week.
Well, that don't seem like too much.
Well, it's not really that much, but typically somebody can walk a mile or they can do 3 home exercises in 15 minutes. So it's something it's a great place to start.
Okay, so number 5. Okay, so this is one that has hit me throughout the years. Not a lot of things do get to hit me. How can I stay motivated.
Yes.
Motivated. You hear me?
Yeah, motivating factors are many, and they are important, but we should always think about why we started. Think about why starting something as amazing as exercise is important to you, and who else is it important to, and what would it affect if you decided to stop. There are other things you can use, some like accountability measures, like your phone, your watch, maybe a sponsor or a close friend who's willing to keep you on track. But you can also take some other measurables like your labs, like your blood pressure and your blood sugar. Those will progress as you progress in your exercise routines, and it's going to be really motivating to see those improve.
Okay, because this person that I know told me that I was getting a big head, and it might be just because my blood pressure is too high, because there ain't nothing here to be ashamed about. I ain't a young strap anymore. Am I too old to start working out?
You are not too old. There are all kinds of stories out there of people who became prolific in exercise or activities who started late in their lives, but there are all kinds of people and resources like trainers or educators who are well versed in the new science to help take somebody who's a little bit more new but seasoned in life to take their fitness level to a new level.
Wait, number 7. What is the best program to turn muscle into fat?
Okay, listen up. Aliens. Just kidding. While we need both fats and muscles,
I like it.
Muscle is a completely different tissue than fat is. You can't turn one into the other, but what we can do is we can increase the ratio of muscle to fat and kind of improve the composition of our body.
Building muscle and losing fat.
Yep.
Okay, I like it. Okay, number 8. Am I too overweight? Now, this much good looking don't come at no cost. Am I too overweight to exercise?
Sam, you or anybody else, nobody is too overweight. The science behind exercise and the effect of exercise has grown immensely, and we're finding all kinds of ways to accomplish the results of exercise without doing the kind of things that are harder on our bodies.
But that's cool. Okay, number 9. How long before I start noticing a difference?
Okay,
before this 6-pack comes screaming out the woodwork.
I've seen people increase their noticeable features about 4 weeks to about 5 weeks. But the internal effects like hormones, like blood pressure, like blood sugar, all those improve immediately after you actually exercise.
Okay, we talked about not being that young anymore. I have some back and knee issues, maybe some arthritis. I think arthritis just means I'm really good looking in my elbows and knees. But
me too.
Should I just not exercise?
No. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but moving more, not moving less, actually makes us move better.
See what?
There are some caustic fluid that's able to get pushed out of our tissues, and there's some better fluids that help our joints move. And we can get better overall strength, which will help the supporting muscles of those joints, and especially around the hips and the low back.
One time somebody came up in their drive-thru a little bit sooner than normal, and I had to jump off that trash can, and I sprinted so hard that I got a couple cramps, and one was in my tail. Instead of a skunk, I became a pointer. Well, anyway, let's go on to number 11. Okay, number 11 is how can I just shrink my gut? Because I get a lot of compliments on the back stripe. How can I do that?
Well, I don't know about the stripe, but sadly, we can't have any spot reduction with our bodies. We can't just pick and choose where we want to lose it. But what we can do is we can develop a muscle area and lose overall body fat, so that way the part that we worked on is kind of revealed a little bit more because it's developed.
I like it.
It's what we call toning.
Okay, so number 12. This is a big one. Some of my friends, they ask this a lot. Does it mean I'm not doing anything if I'm not drenched in sweat or breathing very hard?
Okay, so sweat is actually just a body's response to overheating. It's meant to just kind of cool us down, and breathing hard just means that there's a lot of carbon dioxide in the body, and we're trying to uptake as much oxygen as we can get to kind of balance out there. So it doesn't necessarily mean that we're getting a good workout. It can mean that we are, but that shouldn't be the indicator of the efficiency of our workout. We don't need to be passed out in the parking lot to feel like we had a good workout. If you don't sweat a lot, if you don't get the intensity quickly, don't feel bad. You stick to your plan.
Oh yeah. We don't want that. All right. Well, I'm not a gopher, but I can dig it. If you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, Kim, thank you so much for answering these questions. I hope everybody out there, if y'all got some questions, make sure to send them in, and Kevin get right on them. Thanks for clearing that up, dog. All right, we'll see you later, man.
All right, Sam. We'll talk to you later, man. Okay, so I know there's some quick answers. Sammy's kind of a quick guy, so I don't always have a lot of time. But if you have any questions, maybe they're a little bit different than these. Maybe we answered them slightly. Feel free to send them on, and I can either answer them or make another video or something like that. But we can make sure that you're helped along in that in that effort to become a little bit more fit. If you're going to use the gym, make sure to stay safe. Make sure to follow the CDC guidelines. I know vaccines are still out there, but we should still mind our physical distancing and how clean we're being out there in the public. If you need a reference or something for a new routine you're wanting to start out, but you're not exactly sure about it, need a professional's eye, feel free to give me a call at 405-964-2081, and I'll gladly take your call or your email. So until then, have fun in 2021.